So I think I'm so confident going to Allianz Arena.
More than
because number one, we actually play good away.
Yeah,
if you've seen how we've played away matches in the Premier League,
I expect Arsenal to progress.
Yeah?
And
how do you think we are going to do that?
If you saw what happened versus Man City in the first leg and Man City in the second leg, Mikel knows what he's doing. Either Tomiyasu should start or Zinchenko should start. If Zinchenko starts,
Tomiyasu come in.
If Zinchenko starts, Tomiyasu must come in.
And if Zinchenko starts,
when Tomiyasu comes in, that is when now we want to see the game.
Soccer.
We are done. Like we already scored our goal. Now we want to see the game.
And actually, I think also Thomas Partey should start the game because you saw the So and the tackle that he made that he was booked for. Actually,
I love
it.
Hello guys, welcome to Sports Africa, and let's talk about Bayern Munich and Arsenal. We saw what happened in the first leg. What do you think we should do, the players should do to win this match and also qualify for the semi-final?
Thank you. My name is also Assassin Ibra, and today I've been privileged to be here. We also have a familiar analyst here. Let me just say his name and then we continue.
I'm your very own Koino Jr. We are here at Big Sports Africa.
We drew at home and we are now going at Allianz Arena. They are saying guns blazing because we want to go there and win. Koino, what do you expect?
I expect Arsenal to progress.
Yeah? And how do you think we are going to do that?
I'm so confident going to Allianz Arena.
More than
because number one, we actually play good away.
Yeah,
if you've seen how we've played away matches in the Premier League, I'm so confident. I'm so confident because I believe in my players, in our players. I believe in Arsenal Football Club and also Mikel Arteta. And how Mikel Arteta approached the first leg game is not the way that he's going to approach the second leg game. A lot are going to change.
What I agree with Mesh is that if you've watched Mikel this season, if you saw what happened versus Man City in the first leg and Man City in the second leg, Mikel knows what he's doing.
And those were
first
two different approaches.
First leg versus Man City, we were going like toe to toe. And Pep really found it so hard, even breaking our defensive lines, even to score a goal and all that. We won 1-0.
Yeah.
In this second leg, Pep did not have a Walker, so he came with a change tactic. And what Mikel expected him to do, he did not do. So he brought in Kovacic into the team. So Kovacic was playing as a left centre back when they are starting the build-up. He was going to help Ruben Dias. He collect the ball, they come into the midfield, they continue with the build-up. So they were overloading us. There is no way we were going to attack Manchester City like we did in the first leg. So what did Mikel do? He said, well,
okay,
now
let them have the ball.
Let them have the ball. Let us just shield our David Raya.
We restricted them to one shot on target entire 90 minutes.
And it was a corner.
That is Pep Guardiola's Manchester City that had scored in 57 games running at the Etihad. Arsenal restricted them to one shot on target.
And so away.
When we are going to Bayern, the tie is level at 2-2. Expect anything from Mikel. Mikel might go there just wanting to score one goal and defend it. And Mikel is so good at defending this.
Because
this is not Arsene Wenger's Arsenal. This is not Arsene Wenger's Arsenal that we can score 4 goals and concede them back. This is an Arsenal that when they score one goal, even in the first minute, they can decide to hold on to it.
And they can also decide today we are not going to score, and today we are not going to play.
Exactly. And I know people might ask me, people might ask Arambol. And people might ask me, why am I saying we can defend one goal and yesterday we did not defend? Yesterday was anxiety. We had anxiety. People were nervous. Now, Mikel has known the opponent is playing.
True.
And he knows what these people are made of. He knows their
strength. We have not even played with these people for like
10 years.
Right now, they don't have Nabri. They won't have Nabri last week. He was injured. Davies is on a yellow card. So Coman will start. I know he's pacey, but he's rusty. If you saw yesterday, he came very rusty. Sane was exhausted. Because he was running all alone. So Musiala would probably be the only good player there. Kane, apart from his ritual penalty and that assist he gave to
there's nothing else
Nabri, there's nothing else important that I saw from Harry Kane. So I think going into that match, one change that I would love Mikel to make, either Tomiyasu should start or Zinchenko should start. If Zinchenko starts, Tomiyasu must come in. And when Tomiyasu comes in, that is when now we want to see the game.
Soccer.
We are done. Like we already scored our goal. Now we want to see the game.
And actually, I think also should Thomas Partey should start the game because you saw the
Yeah,
late pass that he made.
yeah.
The late pass that he
There's
made to
one-
Bukayo Saka.
yeah.
So Partey has the tendency of making those
passes.
few
Yes,
passes.
even
through
Jorginho has that
yeah.
tendency, but I
He was
don't
so-
think this
lately-
game will fit
lately
in.
he's
Yeah,
not making
I
those
really
passes.
agree with you. I
Lately,
really
he's not
agree with
making
you.
those passes.
Yeah.
And then number one, Partey is press resistant.
Yeah, he's press
So
resistant.
and whenever a player is press
And
resistant,
sometimes I don't know if you've ever seen him pick some balls to Bukayo Saka. Sometimes
Exactly.
he gives very beautiful balls
Yeah.
to Bukayo Saka.
So that's what we actually saw someone said. As much as I agree and I don't agree with him, what Partey did in 10 minutes, Jorginho didn't do in 80 minutes.
80 minutes.
So and the tackle that he made, that he was booked for, actually that's your work.
I love it.
It helps.
That's your work
I
actually.
love
So you're playing a six because you're playing a six and someone is playing a counter.
He was going for that counter, man.
Take one for the team.
Yeah, true. We had lost the ball, and we were like there was a dangerous counter attack in the making. Bayern were preparing a very dangerous counter attack. So what he did, he just
one for the
interfered
team.
with
We
it,
overnumbered.
and he knew he was going to get a yellow card.
So he didn't
Definitely
even
not a red
bother-
card because
he didn't
we
even
still had
bother
even
to
players.
complain to the
Yeah, he
referee.
didn't.
And he's
So
not
just
a
that was
starter.
good. That was good.
So we are
So-
hoping that
So Partey should start that match.
Yeah, Partey.
But the gaffer knows better.
Knows better.
from the
So-
training, yeah.
Yeah,
So
Partey should start.
Partey should start the match.
Zinchenko
And
should
Zinchenko.
start. So Tomiyasu comes in.
Zinchenko starts the match because Zinchenko is the best in playing
He's
fullback.
good in that. Yeah.
So in those final ball passes and Zinchenko is also press resistant.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when you have a midfield of Zinchenko and Partey playing a 6 and then
And Rice.
goes, we have Odell
And
at
who?
the 10.
And
so,
Rice.
So
But
we find
Bayern
that-
won't know what hit them.
so it's going to be messy.
What about the front? What about the front cover?
The front line, when Partey is there, and I
Yeah.
believe
Martinelli and Bukayo Saka will get the runs.
if Partey will be there, and now Rice moves into the Granit
Into
Xhaka
those
role,
spaces,
into
yeah,
the
yeah.
Granit Xhaka role, they will overload the left wing. If they overload the left wing,
Martinelli
then
will be-
Kimmich will
be
have a
isolation.
nightmare. Kimmich will have a nightmare because now Rice he will have Rice and Martinelli to mark. So it means one of their midfielder will also be assigned to that wing. So it will leave us with another
An
with
extra man in the
spaces,
midfield.
with the extra man in the midfield because now we'll have Havertz also falling deep to collect those balls. Bukayo Saka running in behind. So this will be very advantageous to us in a way. So I think we should still give Martinelli a chance. But if the gaffer feels Martinelli is not suited enough to start, I'd want him to start with Gabriel Jesus on that wing. I want Trossard to come in because when Trossard comes in,
He's a super sub.
goal or assist, be rest assured
Yeah.
and very clinical. But when he starts on that left flank, he's always absent in the game. Like you feel like he's not there, and you don't want to take a player like Trossard off in the 60th minute because you are losing a game.
Yeah.
You want to bring in a player like Trossard when you are losing a game.
Mesh, we saw Bukayo Saka limping out of the game slightly. There was a time that he showed that he had gotten an injury. What do you take of that? Should he be started or because you see that Bukayo Saka is getting the most knocks?
So actually,
Over
Bukayo Saka has been playing with the injury since internationals. I think he's just managing it because he's so important to our team.
True.
So, but I think by the time we play Bayern Munich, I think he'll be okay. So I'm so hoping that he's available. So in the event that he's not available, in the Premier League, I would give him a rest and then start maybe Fabio Vieira in that space. So we've tried Reece Nelson in that space, but he didn't impress me.
For me, in the event that Bukayo Saka does not start, I wouldn't want us to start Fabio Vieira.
I mean in the Premier League. So
Okay.
So
Yeah.
we give Saka a rest during the Premier League so
In the
that he
Premier
can
League,
start during.
but again, in the Premier League, we
We
are
want
playing a
the
very,
one-
a very
yeah,
tough
yeah.
opponent,
Yeah,
and I
Aston
wouldn't
Villa.
want him to be benched or Fabio Vieira to start in his place. I prefer maybe Fabio Vieira comes in to gain his confidence when we have seen the game off already. I would prefer Trossard, Martinelli, and Jesus, or Havertz, Jesus, and Martinelli, or Trossard. Because we have enough wingers, of course, that we don't have to play Fabio Vieira as a starter. Yeah, because he has not yet proved himself that he has potential. Yes, he will be a good player under Mikel.
Because actually, when I see Fabio Vieira playing, I see Bernardo Silva.
Yeah, he's very good.
Yeah, so in
His movement,
in some few maybe next season we shall see now the impact that Mikel will have in Fabio.
So
Vieira.
I didn't see as Arsenal using most of the set pieces yesterday. As we were playing Bayern on our first leg, and we know that right now as Arsenal we are one of the best teams when using the set pieces, but we didn't get most of of our set pieces out of Bayern. What do you think was the problem?
Number one, we actually didn't get as much corners as we usually do.
Bayern was so cautious.
Bayern was so cautious about that. Even these set pieces, and again, they have very good people who can defend set pieces. And in football, they say when you lose the ball, your first defender should be your strikers. Kane is so good defensively in terms of clearing those aerial balls in the box. They had the lead. He's so good in terms of aerial abilities.
This other guy
Then
from
we had
Tottenham.
Eric Dyer. Eric Dyer is also good when it comes to defending those balls. So Goretzka is also good defensively when in terms of clearing those those set pieces. So I think we were so cautious. You could see sometimes we were taking short first, so that we try and find a way of how to drop them into the box.
How do we do going forward?
Going forward, I think even as we speak right now, on Wednesday, a set piece, probably a Gabriel header, you will see something.
What did you expect from our set pieces?
So we expect a lot because with the team actually in Europe that we've scored a lot of goals from the set pieces. And Tottenham, Bayern Munich in the previous match they were very cautious, and they didn't want to concede through the set pieces, and that's why they have tall guys that they clear the duels, they win the duels, they clear the aerial balls and all that.
Goalkeeper,
the goalkeeper is one of the best in Europe. So actually, when I reflect on that match, I think we did so good. We were so good. We were so good.
Like
considering the quality that Bayern have
and what we have
and what we have right
and we
now.
have players who have never even played in the Champions League.
So actually we were so good.
I think Arsenal is going to see this game off. We'll go through into the semi-finals. It will be a slight win, maybe a 2-1 win or a 1-0 win. It's going to be a very tight contest because everyone now will be playing very cautiously. Even Bayern themselves, they'll be too cautious. But again, we've seen this season, Bayern concedes more. Like even in their group stage when they played Manchester United, they conceded a lot of goals. They conceded 3 goals in the first leg. They won 4-3. So I know as Bayern are going to concede. So what we should ask ourselves as Arsenal,
we should score fast.
We should score fast,
and then play
and we
football.
should not concede.
And then play haram.
And again, even if we don't play haram football, Bayern right now is a team that we can decide to score and score again. You know what distracted us the previous match is that when we went when we scored first, then that sloppy mistake that they equalized with, before we settled back into the game again to look for a second goal, they got a penalty. So like everyone.
I think
let me tell you, if Ben White had scored that one-on-one versus Noah, if Ben White had scored that one, it would have been 2-0. Bayern wouldn't have come back from that. We would have even scored 2 more, 3 more goals.
So Mesh, what do you expect from our game?
So we're expecting a lot from our players, and that's we're just having, I think it's a 4 finals until the Champions League finals, and the boys should leave everything there, and I know that they're going to fight and they're going to qualify for the Champions League. So I hope in the first half we're going to score 2 goals, and now that should seal the game.
Thank you so much, Mesh 7, and also in the comment section you can talk to us. Tell us what is your expectation, especially for the Manchester United and Chelsea fans. You know they have so many expectations and their team is not playing. So you can also tell us in the comment section what do you expect from Arsenal versus Bayern match this coming Wednesday, and also you can advise us on which topics you want us to talk about next. This is Big Sports Africa, still the #1 online football platform in Africa right now, and I have Mesh to conclude my show tonight. Kowino, say something before Mesh says something.
Guys, thank you for being here with us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. So thank you guys for staying with us and watching us. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel, Big Sports Africa, and turn that notification bell on so that when we upload something new, you get the first person to be notified.
Thank you.
See you then.